Hello guys, and welcome to my Christmas VHS collection for 2023. This is basically like my Christmas VHS collection for 2021, but I've got more tapes since then. And in this part, I'll be doing this half of VHS tapes, and in the second half part, I'll be doing that half of VHS tapes. And so, let's continue on with the video. And so, the first VHS I've got is Raymond Briggs' The Snowman 10th Anniversary Edition. And there's a picture of the snowman. And it says down here, special introduction by David Bowie. And so here's the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from the film. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the short takes place during Christmas. And there's an advertisement for Father Christmas. And this was released by Polygram Video in 1992. And here is the tape. And the next VHS I've got is Disney sing-along songs, very Merry Christmas songs. And there's a picture of Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Daisy, Chip and Dale singing Christmas carols. And there's a sticker which says free exclusive Disney calendar inside, but my copy didn't come with the calendar. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here are some pictures. This picture is of the three nephews, Huey, Dewey and Louie. And there's a picture from Pluto's Christmas tree. And there's a picture from Bambi, which I'll show in a minute. And this contains the following songs: From All of Us to All of You, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, Up on the Housetop, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Sleigh Ride, Parade of the Wooden Soldiers, Winter Wonderland, Here Comes Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Silent Night, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And this was released by Walt Disney Home Video in 1992. And here is the tape. And I can't really read the print date because this sticker is covering it. And inside, we have an advertisement for some Disney VHS tapes, which are Basil the Great Mouse Detective, Cinderella, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Mary Poppins and Pete's Dragon. And over here we have pictures of Fidget, Basil of Baker Street, King Leonidas, Mary Poppins, Elliot and Cinderella. And the next VHS I've got is the Muppet Christmas Carol. And over here we have a picture of Miss Piggy, Kermit the Frog, Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Rizzo the Rat and many other characters. And there's Ebenezer Scrooge. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from the film. And there's a picture of Bob Cratchit, played by Kermit the Frog, and there's Tiny Tim. And this was released by Jim Henson Video in 1993. And here is the tape. I can't read the print date for that either because the sticker is covering it. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Muppets tapes, which are the Muppet Movie, It's the Muppets, Meet the Muppets, It's the Muppets, More Muppets Please, The Great Muppet Caper, and Muppet Sing-Alongs, Billy Bunny's Animal Songs. And the next VHS I've got is Bambi. And there's a picture of Frendel, Bambi, Thumper and Flower. And it says down here, the original animated classic. And so here is the front, the side and the back. Now, and there's a picture of the Great Prince of the Forest and Bambi and Thumper skating on the ice. And that's the winter scene. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because of the winter scene, and this was released by Walt Disney Home Video in 1994. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 3rd of February 1994. And inside, we have an advertisement for some Disney sing-along songs tapes, which are Friend Like Me, Be Our Guest, The Bare Necessities, Under the Sea, Hi Ho, and You Can Fly. And there's a picture of Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet. And here's an advertisement for the Little Mermaid TV series. And here are 5 tapes. And there's a picture of Ariel and Sebastian. And the next VHS I've got is the Aristocats, Disney's jazziest classic. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And there's a picture of Thomas O'Malley and Duchess on the chimney. And here are the 3 kids on the roof. And there's a picture of the scene with Scott Cat and his band. And now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the film was released on Christmas Eve, 1970. And this was released by Disney Videos in 1995. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 8th of February 1995. And inside we have an advertisement for Pinocchio, and there's a picture of Pinocchio, Cleo, Figaro and Jiminy Cricket. And over here we have an advertisement for some Winnie the Pooh tapes, which are Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, Winnie the Pooh and the Day for Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, Winnie the Pooh Party, and Winnie the Pooh Detective Tigger. And the next VHS I've got is Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers. And there's a picture of Wallace in the techno trousers, and there's Gromit, and there's Feathers McGraw controlling the trousers. And it says down here, from the creator of Creature Comforts and the Grande Old. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here are some pictures from the short, including the ever so famous train chase scene. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the short was first broadcast on Boxing Day 1993, and this was released by BBC Video in 1994. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 13th of June 1996. And inside we have an advertisement for some BBC tapes, including Pingu's Birthday, the greatest BBC children's video ever, Animals Surviving When New Dangers, and many other tapes. And the next VHS I've got is Mr. Men, Mr. Happy and Friends. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from some of the episodes. And this contains the following episodes: Mr. Happy, Mr. Silly, Mr. Jelly, Mr. Snow, Mr. Bounce, Mr. Forgetful, and Mr. Funny. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because of the Mr. Snow episode. And this was released by Fox Video in 1995. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 20th of April 1995. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Mr. Men tapes, which are Mr. Happy and Friends, which is this VHS, Mr. Bump and Friends, Mr. Strong and Friends, and Mr. Topsy Turvy and Friends. And you could win Mr. Men t-shirts. And the next VHS I've got is BBC Children's Christmas Cracker. And here are some pictures. And it says down here, meet Noddy, Pingu, Barney, Lars the Polar Bear, and Fireman Sam for 6 fun-packed adventures. And so, here is the front, the side, and the back. And this contains the following programs and episodes: Noddy's Toyland Adventures in Noddy and Father Christmas, Pingu in skiing and sledging, Barney the dog in Barney's Christmas Surprise, the little polar bear in Snowstorm, and Fireman Sam in Snow Business. And this was released by BBC Video in 1995. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 30th of September 1998. And inside we have an advertisement for some other BBC tapes, including Fireman Sam 2-on-1, Postman Pat 2-on-1, Postman Pat and the Hole in the Road, Wallace and Gromit the Wrong Trousers, Wallace and Gromit a Close Shave, Pingu's Birthday, Noddy the Champion, Pingu's Big Video, and the greatest BBC children's video ever. And here's some pictures of Fireman Sam, Gromit, Postman Pat, Wallace in the Techno Trousers, Pingu and Noddy. And the next VHS I've got is Postman Pat's Bumper Collection. And there's a picture of Postman Pat and Jess. And it says down here, 5 fantastic stories with Greendale's famous postman. And so here is the front, the side, and the back. And this contains the following episodes: Postman Pat Takes the Bus, Pat Goes Sledging, Pat's Difficult Day, Postman Pat and the Toy Soldiers, and Postman Pat's Birthday. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the Postman Pat special, Postman Pat Takes the Bus, was first broadcast on Christmas Day 1991, and the episode Pat Goes Sledging is to do with snow and ice and sledging, and this was released by BBC Video in 1995. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 4th of December 1999. And inside is the same advertisement as BBC Children's Christmas Cracker. And the next VHS I've got is Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Your Favourite Story Collection. And there's a picture of Thomas, the Fat Controller, and some of the children who voted for the episodes. And so here is the front, the side, and the back. And this contains the following episodes: The Sad Story of Henry, Edward, Gordon and Henry, Thomas Goes Fishing, Thomas Terrors on the Snow, Percy Runs Away, Down the Moine, A Close Shave, Thomas Comes to Breakfast, Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree, and Special Funnel. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because of the episode Thomas Terrors on the Snow, which is to do with snow, and the episode Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree, which is to do with Christmas. And this also contains the song A Really Useful Engine. And this was released by VCI in 1995. And here is the tape. And inside we have the list of episodes and the children who voted for them. And there's a letter from the Fat Controller. And the next VHS I've got is Wallace and Gromit A Close Shave. And so here is the front, the side, and the back. And here's some pictures from the short. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because it was first broadcast on Christmas Eve 1995. And This was released by BBC Video in 1995. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 17th of December 1995. And inside we have an advertisement for some other BBC tapes, including Pingu the Photographer, Noddy's The Great Noddy Video, Wallace and Gromit The Wrong Trousers, Postman Pat and the Tuber, Nursery Rhyme Time, and The Little Polar Bear. And the next VHS I've got is 101 Dalmatians, and there's a picture of the Dalmatians. There's a Cruella de Vil, and it says down here, Walt Disney's Pedigree Classic. And so here is the front, the side and the back, and there's a picture of the Dalmatians watching Thunderbolt. And this was released by Disney Videos in 1995. And I'm showing this VHS because the special takes place during winter. But anyways, here's the tape, and the print date is the 25th of August 1996. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Disney tapes, which are Toy Story, which I'll show in the next part, the Santa Claus, which I'll show in a minute, and Muppet Treasure Island. And there's some pictures of Buzz Lightyear, Scott Calvin, Woody, and Kermit the Frog. And the next VHS I've got, and speaking of the Santa Claus, here it is. And it says down here, Santa, as you've never seen him before. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from the film. And this was released by Disney Videos in 1996. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 19th of October 1996. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Disney tapes, which are Aladdin and the King of Thieves, Muppet Treasure Island, the Santa Claus, which is the VHS that I'm showing you now, and Homebound 2, Lost in San Francisco. And the next VHS I've got is Postman Pat's Bumper Bag. So here's the front, the side and the back. And this contains the following episodes: Pat's Windy Day, Pat's Rainy Day, Pat Takes a Message, Postman Pat and the Tuber, and Postman Pat and the Barometer. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the Postman Pat episode, Postman Pat and the Barometer, is to do with snow, as you can tell by the picture and the description. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 3rd of November 1998. And inside we have an advertisement for some BBC Toy Box products, the Noddy PC game, Noddy the Magic of Toy Town, and some BBC videotapes, which include Postman Pat's Finding Day, Noddy and the Naughty Tale, Find Some 2-on-1, and Pingu's Big Video. And here are some pictures of Pinga, Noddy, and William and Berkshire. Released by BBC Video in 1997. And the next VHS I've got is the best bits of Mr. Bean, includes special footage not seen on TV. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And this contains the following in clips: Mr. Bean at the dentist, Mr. Bean helps a busker, Mr. Bean's Christmas with the turkey on his head, Mr. Bean and Terror on the high diving board, Mr. Bean gets out of a multi-story car park without paying, Mr. Bean packs for his holiday, Mr. Bean drives his Mini from an armchair on the roof, Mr. Bean can't stay awake in church, Mr. Bean meets the Queen in a royal lineup, Mr. Bean sits an exam, and Mr. Bean's Mini is destroyed. And this was released by VCR and Thames Video in 1996. And here is the tape. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Mr. Bean tapes, which are the best bits of Mr. Bean, the final frolics of Mr. Bean, and Unseen Bean. And there's an advertisement for the Mr. Bean Appreciation Society. And the next VHS I've got is the Willers in Winter. And here's the front, the side and the back. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the short takes place in winter. And here is the tape. And the next VHS I've got is Bramley Hedge Winter Story. And there's a picture of Mr. Apple sitting by the fireplace. And so here's the front, the side and the back, and here's some pictures from the short. And this contains the following shorts: Winter Story and the Celebrations of Bramley Hedge. And this was released by Hit Entertainment / Hit Video in 1997. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 22nd of November 2001. And inside we have an advertisement for some Bramley Hedge and Percy the Park Keeper tapes. And we also have an advertisement for some Bramley Hedge and Percy the Park Keeper books. And the next VHS I've got is the BFG Big Friendly Giant, full-length animated film featuring the voice of David Jason. And so here's the front, the side and the back, and here's some pictures from the film. Now, the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because it was first broadcast on Christmas Day, 1989, on ITV, and this was released by VCI Thames Video in 1997. And here is the tape. And inside we have an advertisement for some other VCI tapes, which include Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Chases, Races and Runaways, some Sooty tapes, and some Tots videotapes, and many others. And there's an advertisement for the BFG book. And the next VHS I've got is Only Fools and Horses, Heroes and Villains, which is the first episode in the Only Fools and Horses Christmas trilogy. And so here is the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from the episode, and then there's the description for the episode. And this was released by BBC Video in 1997. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 14th of November 2001, which would have been Ellis Pagan's first birthday. And inside we have an advertisement for some other comedy VHS tapes. And the next VHS I've got is Lady and the Tramp, now digitally remastered. And there's a picture of Lady and Tramp. And so here is the front, the side and the back. Here's some pictures from the film. And there's Lady and Tramp and the dogs. And the reason why I'm showing this VHS is because the film begins at Christmas and it also ends at Christmas as well. And this was released by Disney Videos in 1998. And here is the tape, and the print date is the 27th of August 1998. And inside we have an advertisement for Bambi and an advertisement for Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. And the next VHS I've got is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie. So here's the front, the side and the back. And here's some pictures from the film. And this was released by Carlton Home Entertainment in 1998. And here is the tape. And inside we have an advertisement for some other Carlton tapes, which are Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie, which is the one that I'm showing you now. Animal Land, Bananas in Pajamas Snowstorm, which I'll show in the next part, and Tots TV Magical Secrets. And the last VHS that I have to show in this part, and it is a VHS box set. Only Fools and Horses 3 Christmas videos, which are The Frog's Legacy, A Royal Flush and To Holland Back. And this box set was released in 1998 by BBC Video. And here are the tapes outside the box. Here's The Frog's Legacy, and here's the front, the side and the back. And this was released by BBC Video in 1996. And here is the tape. And inside is an advertisement for the comedy collection. And then next up is Only Fools and Horses, A Royal Flush. And here's the front, the side and the back. And this was released by BBC Video in 1998. And here is the tape. And inside is the same advertisement as The Frog's Legacy. And finally, To Holland Back. And here's the front, the side and the back. And this was released by BBC Video in 1995. And here is the tape. And the print date is the 10th of October 1998. And this comes with the same advertisement as A Royal Flush and The Frog's Legacy. And I think that is about it for part 1 of my Christmas VHS collection for 2023. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later for part 2. Bye bye.